Hello, my name is Hugo and welcome back to my channel. As promised, today we're going to do my Stephen King bookshelf tour. I did my whole other bookshelf tour, everything except for my, here it is, Stephen King bookshelf tour. So if you haven't checked that out, you can go watch that, it's up on my channel. But I left the Stephen King out and I will go over them today. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So most of these are in publication date, or like sorted in publication date. The mass market paperbacks are anyway. So I will first go through paperbacks and then I will do my large copies. So, because yeah, for some reason this is like taller than this is, and these wouldn't fit here, and these wouldn't fit here. So I have small shelf, big shelf, small shelf, big shelf. Anyway, that's not interesting. So first we have his first ever published novel is Carrie. I don't think I have to explain this. This is about a girl who gets bullied and has telekinetic powers. I also will not go into all of these. Yeah, I didn't actually like this one very much. Then we have Salem Slot, which I do not love this cover, but it's the only one I've got. And then we have The Shining, which is one of my favorite books of all time. Then we have Rage in a Dutch copy, but like on its own, which is the book that is pulled out of publication. Then we got Work in Progress. Then we got my beautiful mass market paperback of The Stand. I have 3 copies of The Stand, but all of them are in mass market paperback, and I hope to get this copy in hardcover one day. This I will read this summer. Then we have different seasons. I am currently reading The Body, which is the 3rd one, and I love Shawshank and A Pupil. Then we have The Dead Zone. We have Christine, which is this month's book club book from the Constant Reader Book Club. Link is down below if you're interested. So I'm reading that one as well right now. We have my Stephen King Funko. We have Firestarter with a pretty basic cover. We have Danse Macabre. I need to get rid of this sticker though. We have Cujo. Sorry for the glare. Like that. We have The Running Man. We have a classic, Pet Cemetery. We have Thinner. We have Night Shifts, which was last month's book of the book club book. We have Silver Bullet. We have my gorgeous, well-worn copy of The Talisman. I love this copy for some reason, but I'm afraid to read this copy, so I have another one. Because I think when I read this one, it will just start falling apart. But yeah, I love this cover. Mainly because it's so worn. And I love that for some reason. The Eyes of the Dragon. The Eyes of the Dragon in another edition. I actually don't like these rainbow editions. A lot of people do, and they're quite collectible. If I see one like secondhand, I'll grab it, but it's not something I would spend money on because I don't actually love them. I have a couple of them. Then we have the Bachman books, which I haven't read yet, but I'm pretty excited to. Then we have Skeleton Crew, which is also short stories. Then we have It, which doesn't seem like a huge book in this one, but trust me, it is. Look at how tiny that is. Then we have Misery, which I haven't read yet, but that's like one that a lot of non-Stephen King readers read. So I need to check this one out soon. Then, like I said, I'll go over these in a minute. But first I'll do the paperbacks. We have The Tommyknockers, which is known for Stephen King's worst book. Stephen King himself says that it's just straight up a bad book. We have the Dark Half. And I don't really love these covers. I like the spine of them. Like that's alright. Christine is the same copy. But I don't love these editions. It might just be me. I don't know if that is. Then we have 4 Past Midnight, which in this one is The Langoliers, which is the story that got me into Stephen King. So that will always have a special place in my heart. Then we have Needful Things. We have Gerald's Game. I'm gonna leave one out so I can put them back easier. We have Dolores Claiborne, which I haven't read yet. We have Nightmares and Dream Escapes. We have Insomnia. We have Rose Madder. We have The Green Mile. The Regulators. Bag of Bones. Bag of Bones in a different copy. The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. Hearts in Atlantis. Dreamcatcher, and this is possibly one of my favorite covers of Stephen King. There's just so much going on. Everything's Eventual. Everything's Eventual in a different cover. From a Buick 8. Wolves of the Kala. And Cell. Then we go down here, we have Cell in another copy. We have Lizzie's Story, which the show just came out, but I haven't read it yet. And I don't have high expectations for this one. We have Blaze. We have Blaze in the rainbow copy or whatever. We have Doomakey, which, come on, if you know the original cover of Doomakey, like, I don't know how people can prefer this one. Then we have Just After Sunset, which I'm not sure if this is one of the rainbow covers. I don't think it is. It has like the same font though, so I don't know. I have that twice, I don't know why. Then we have Under the Dome, and I hate this cover so much, but I don't know why that is a thing. We have Full Dark No Stars. We have 11/22/63, which I'll go over real quickly. I have it in Dutch too, and look, the date is how it should be. The date first, then the month, then the year. Then we have Stephen King on Writing, which I will probably read this summer too, because I want to start writing more. We have Doctor Sleep, which I loved. We have Sleeping Beauties. And then I put like the hard case crimes all together. Colorado Kids. Joyland, which is one of my favorites. Later, which I haven't read yet. And then we have the Dark Tower series. I hate this cover though, it's like the movie cover. But I don't have the first one in English. Drawing of the Three. The Wastelands. Wizard and Glass, Song of Susanna, and The Dark Tower. Then I go up again, and we have The Outsider, the UK cover. We have The Bazaar of Bad Dreams. There are a lot of good ones in this one too. I haven't read all of them, I like 2/3, but yeah, there are a lot of good ones, and I think that one is underrated. We have Black House, the sequel to Talisman. We have The Institute, UK cover. Love this cover, so pretty. And then If It Bleeds. I almost bought the UK cover, but I much prefer this one. I haven't read it yet. Joyland, an illustrated hardcover edition, which I'm proud of. Has like deckled edges. Yeah, it's a pretty cool edition. Then I have Joyland again in a Dutch version. So I have Joyland in 3 different versions. This copy is a bit boring, but yeah, you get it. It's the theme park. Then we have It, and like the new paperback version. I read from this copy, and I love it because even though it's like such a thick book, if you are like, the spine doesn't break. So it's such a good copy, and it's a bit expensive, I think, but it's worth it. Then I have Full Dark, No Stars again in a different copy, like a bigger paperback. Then I have 4 times Stephen King, which is actually the Bachman books, but yeah, this one is in Dutch. Then I have Black House again, but in Dutch. I keep these Dutch ones mostly because they're different covers, or because I have them in mass market paperback and I like to have a big one for display. But once I get like the hardcovers, like in English, I will probably like get rid of these. Same with It. Like I have the original cover of It, which I love. I love this cover. But this is a Dutch copy, obviously. It says Hut instead of It. But yeah, I hope to get one day that one. Then we have The Regulators and Desperation, which also match, but obviously it's not as pretty as the American version hardcovers. I'll put a picture on it for like 2 seconds. Yeah, see, if you compare them, this one's fine. It's like, it's still pretty, it's still creepy, but yeah, it's not my favorites. Then I have Tweedaster and Schemerwereld. These 2 together is For Past Midlife. See, that's Langoliers. That's the copy I read. This is the book that got me into Stephen King. This particular copy. Then I have Needful Things, Rose Madder, and From a Buick 8. Then I have the duplicates. They were behind my couch, so I had to grab them real quick. So I have The Dark Tower and Song of Susanna, but these are like a bit like taller copies, so that's why I keep them. They're not like the exact same. We have The Eyes of the Dragon in a different copy. We have The Stand, but not the uncut version, and also a different copy. We have The Stand again, the uncut version, but in a different copy, which I also like. Yeah, I also just like collect these books, so it's not just... Then I have The Girl Who Loved on Gordon in a different copy. Oh, I still need to go to these. Okay. Richard Bachman, The Regulators. This one has like the weird American thing, right? Where the front cover doesn't go all over the thing. I don't know why they do that. We have It in another copy. I don't know, this is I think part of Night Shift. But like in Dutch. But I love this cover, it's so fucking creepy. It's insane. This too. This is the breeding method and the body. So it's from different seasons. This is the breeding method, but it's the cover from the Night Shift, so I don't know what's going on with the Dutch publications. Spielberg van der Meyer. This is Skeleton Crew. Well, part of it anyway. Then we have The Talisman. This is the copy I will actually read from. It's as brand new as it can be used. Another copy of Needful Things. We have Mr. Mercedes in Dutch, and this copy is awful. It's so ugly if you compare it to the actual copy. We have Different Seasons for Vier Seizoenen in Dutch with the movie cover of Shawshank Redemption. But I love the movie, so that's why I don't get rid of this one. And then we have a small version of a hard cover of Dreamcatcher. And then last but not least, this shelf. I have 2 pretty versions of Dark Tower 1 and 2. I love these Dutch covers. So it's Drawing of Three and The Gunslinger. I love these covers. I don't know if they're in English as well. I've never seen them in English with these covers. We have Riding the Bullet, which was like first published as like an ebook only version, and it was for a long time like the best selling ebook ever or something like that. Then we have Pet Cemetery, Dutch copy. Then something cool is like, this is one of the stories of The Bizarre Bad Dreams, but it was like free in a bookstore. I didn't pay for that, I got it somewhere else. But it originally was, focus, see, exclusively free short story. So there was like just tags, like promotion, I guess, and you could grab it. So, but I didn't grab it then, obviously. Yeah, we have The Dead Zone. This is Stephen King, right? I don't know why it's on here. Then we have two stories of 4 Past Midnight in a weird red copy. We have The Talisman in Dutch. We have Misery, a Dutch copy, but I do like this copy. We have Under the Dome. This is the copy I want in English, but yeah, it says Under the Dome, but see, yeah, I like it, but I do want the hardcover, obviously. We have 22/11/1963 in Dutch, like a big copy, and then this is the cover I was talking about, Duma Key. I don't know why the Dutch copy is just called Duma, because key is sleutel, I guess. It's such a beautiful cover. Yeah, I love that one. I can't wait to read that one. And then we have Dreamcatcher. And then we have Insomnia. We have another version of Danse Macabre, which is too tall to fit in this shelf. And then we have prettiest copy in my collection, probably. This is the first edition and has like, I showed this before, right? It's well worn, the copy is well worn, as you can see. But yeah, it has like illustrations. See? Like throughout the book. See the black lines, those are all illustrations. So yeah, pretty happy with that one. It's pretty heavy though, so I'll probably read from the mass market paperback anyway. And then we have Desperation hardcover, but not the one I want. It is again. So those were all my Stephen King books that I own. I showed you even the double ones. So yeah, that was that. I hope you enjoyed. The last bookshelf tour I will be planning on doing is my DVD collection. I realize that is not something everyone will be interested in, but I do own quite a few of Stephen King DVDs, like adaptations, like a whole stack of them. So maybe stay tuned for that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Comment your favorite Stephen King video, book, your favorite Stephen King book down below. And let me know what book got you into collecting Stephen King or reading Stephen King. And without further ado, thank you, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.